So first, what we're gonna do is to go through the dictionary and check the definition of suffix. Okay? Tell me what is a suffix. Help me, Jimena.
Yes.
Help me, girl. What's a suffix?
Suffix is letters added to the end of a word to make another word, such as ness or in sadness.
Very good. A suffix is what we say we call termination, but termination is incorrect. The correct word is ending. The ending of a word. Okay? So the word ing, for example, is a suffix. The ending li is a suffix, right? The word nes is a suffix. And here you can see an example of the suffix, no? If you omit li, what do you have?
Quick.
By the way,
Quick. The word quick. Grammatically, what family does quick correspond to?
No.
A noun, quick.
Adjective, no?
Quick, it's an adjective,
it's
it's
a
a description.
concept.
It's a description. Rafa.
Teacher, so when you take an adjective and 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 add li
Li.
at the end of the word,
Yes.
it is suffix.
It is suffix. No.
Well, the adjective turns into an adverb, no?
Okay.
But the action of do this is suffix.
It's not the action. The suffix is the group of letters.
Okay. The li is suffix.
Li is suffix. Exactly.
Okay.
Li is
Cool.
suffix. So then that was a good thing. Is quick, which is an adjective, no? Orange. Remember that? Quick is color orange. And then we add the suffix li, which is only a combination of words, and the result is an adverb quickly. So it transforms into, what color do we give to adverbs? Who remembers?
Blue.
Incorrect. That's wrong.
Purple.
What color?
No? Purple.
Excellent. This is something that in the case of the new guys, we need to get familiar with. I try to use a color code to identify word families.
Cool.
So it becomes easy, because grammar is super confusing, but it's better to make it more visual, right? Adjectives are orange, adverbs are purple, verbs are green, and nouns are blue, which is over here. Color code for word families. Right? The other example that we have here is ness. So we have happy, which is an adjective. Then we add the ending ness. And we obtain the word happiness. Right? What is the word family for happiness?
Adverb.
Adverb. How do you know that? How are you so sure it's an adverb?
I don't know because happiness is adverb. I don't know why. I
Okay.
only know
A good strategy is to use it in an example. Who can give me an example?
the happy.
No, happiness.
Uh, when I eat ice, I'm happiness.
You are happy.
Okay.
Which is
Mm,
exactly the reason why this is important. Because they
okay.
sound similar,
Uh-huh.
right? But they're not. They're very, very different. And you can use them. No, you cannot use them in the same position. Happy and happiness are not equivalent.
Okay.
Can be an
For
example,
for
Luis.
example, for example,
Rafa, sorry.
I think I have one.
You.
Uh, Tom could talk with their with his with his son and and that was happiness.
That was happiness.
Talk with talk
His son.
with his son was happiness. He's describing an action.
No, but I think that happiness is
Close.
a noun, right?
How do you know that?
Uh, because happy is I think it's an adverb that describes how you feel, maybe. Happiness, well, I think that I have seen this word like using like a noun. For example, my happiness depends on how much time I can spend with my family.
Okay, perfect. Your example is great. In a moment, we check the happy because happy is not an adverb.
Oh,
That was really strange to say, but the second part was totally correct. My happiness depends on. No, 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 no. Think about
uh,
that
I,
for a second.
yeah,
The word my is a possessive,
yes,
and you normally possess things,
yeah, something.
and things are nouns,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Therefore,
And yes,
happiness is a
it's a
blue.
noun.
Exactly, man.
It's happy is what did I say? Did I say adverb?
You
Yes,
say that
right.
happy is an adverb,
Yeah, it's an adjective. No, yes,
It's an
it
adjective.
describes something. Yes, sorry.
Perfect, perfect.
Yes, I
Yes,
got
see
confused.
that. Okay, we come back to to to
Yes,
true.
I never said that.
Yes, yes. We never heard that. Don't worry, nobody heard that. Okay, that's the thing. Exactly. You have happiness can be collocated after a possessive. My happiness, and because you say my cell phone, my car, my class, my friends, cell phone, car, class, and friends are nouns. Therefore, if you say my happiness and it's correct, it's a noun.
Yes,
You see, associating words by color, by group, by family. That's the reason it's so important to learn suffixes. You see, suffixes change uh, the way
yes,
of the
and
word.
I think that we could use also, for example, the name of the movie, no, of Will Smith movie, the Pursuit of Happiness.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Which is another example. No,
Yes.
that is a little bit more difficult to analyze because if we think in Spanish, we know the meaning,
Yes.
but that doesn't give you the information of the family, you know?
Yes.
Because even if we are in Spanish or thinking in Spanish, what is the family of felicidad? If we don't know grammar in Spanish, we never will know grammar in English, you know?
Yes, totally.
At the end, yes. So the idea here is to get more and more and more slowly, step by step, get more and more familiar with the family, the words families that we saw at the beginning of the course. These ones over here. Now, a screenshot alert for Luis and for Jimena. This is new for you. The rest knows this information.
Thank you. I need to learn this in Spanish too.
Definitely. That helps a lot. A lot. And it's easy. This part of grammar is not the difficult part. It's just the category of words, and that's it.
Mhm.
Adjectives describe nouns. We have it in color. Nouns are blue. Pronouns are blue. Verbs are green. Prepositions and conjunctions are yellow. And groups of words and idioms and collocations is brown. Later on, we saw adverbs, which is the purple. That I still don't have, right? Jesus Christ, I'm so delayed. I promised you the adverbs summary, but I haven't sent it to you. I'm sorry, guys. But purple, right? I'm gonna send it to you as soon as I have it. I promise. And now it's time to change words from different families. The first transition that you learned was precisely adverbs, because we were learning all the words that end in li, no? That was 3 months ago. Let me find it. Where is it? Adverbs plus li. Right here. That was the first transition that you learned. It was adjective in orange, and you add li, and it becomes an adverb. And the word has that different applications, right? A different usage. That was the first transition that you learned. So today we are going to learn how to create verbs. Verbs from other words. Today's mission, forming verbs. Okay? I'm going to show you
Okay.
suffixes to create verbs. And for that, we are going to distinguish between the blue family and the green family. A noun is a naming word, names of things. They can be countable or uncountable, right? And they are usually described by adjectives, no? Like quantifiers, like for example, some, many, a lot of, much, no? Etc. And usually these nouns end in the suffixes shon. For example, communication. Iti, like diversity. For example, primer. Primer is a noun. Or scooter. Teacher. Teacher is a noun. You know? Then we have ness, like happiness. Ism, like tourism. Meant, as in
Complement.
Compliment. Very nice, Isaac. Compliment. Excitement, etc. And like restaurant, and others. I have no idea. I have no idea. Ship, as in friendship, as in relationship, you know. Edge, as in passage, baggage, luggage. And airy, as in query, and others. You know, like, come on, guys. I need
It's our
inspiration.
homework
It's my
for
homework,
us.
Yes, of course. Don't worry, we are not going to see nouns yet, but when you see nouns, now you are ready, no? Right? The one that we are going to focus on is in verbs. And I want you to see, I was trying to look for words that if you eliminate the suffix and collocate the other suffixes that you have in front, ate, and, ify, and i's, they can transform into verbs. For example, at the beginning we said communication, remember?
Yes.
Eliminate the shon and collocate ate. And you
Communicate.
obtain
Communicate.
communicate. And communicate is a verb. Transformation. Shazam. Communicate is a verb. We only communicate by email. They communicated is regular in sign language. Candidates must be able to communicate effectively. No? You get the point. The next one is a little bit more difficult. The word n. The suffix n, it can transform words like, for example, who knows? How do you call? A knife? A knife that has a very, very thin blade. Easy to cut. How do you call this? Come on, guys. Somebody needs to know. This is B2. Come on. My knife is very. You don't know, really? Okay. New word. Very sharp.
Sharp is an adjective that is describing how is the
The
knife.
knife.
The knife.
When the knife has very, very thin blade,
Okay.
the knife is super sharp.
Okay.
So sharp that it can
So sharp.
cut the air. You know? Sharp knife.
Sharp.
How do you call when the barber takes the razor and starts doing this?
Shape.
What is the
Shape.
barber doing? Shape what? Incomplete.
Shape. I don't know.
Shapen.
Close the pronunciation.
Shape.
But you need to pronounce this. How do you pronounce this?
Sharp.
Sharp plus the ending.
Sharp. Sharpen.
Sharpen. And the barber is sharpening the blade. Oh my god, I need to sharpen my knives. I cannot cut my tomato. I need to sharpen it.
I need to sharpen my English.
You need to sharpen my English. Exactly. And that can help you understand other words. For example, how do you say this in English? Who can imagine the name of this in English? Because it's to sharpen your
Sharpener.
pencils. Again, Isaac?
Sharpener.
Sharpener.
Oh, yes.
Sharpener. Now we transform sharp adjective to sharpen verb, and then sharpener to a noun. It became from orange to green to blue.
Could you repeat the words?
Sharp adjective,
Yes, sharp adjective,
sharpen verb,
sharpen verb, and sharpener.
sharpener blue.
Okay, yes.
Oh yeah. Let's write that example now. I really like that example. Yes is yes. Any question in this moment?
Teacher,
Jime.
could you please share with me?
Connection problems. Repeat. Uh-oh. Let me repeat, Jime. Connection problems. Let me send her a message. Well, in a moment. Right? Any other question? Right now?
No, teacher.
Okay. Yes, I sent her a WhatsApp. Let's see what she does. Okay. Sharpen, sharpener. No? Next, if I really like this because it's like my favorite music app ends in this. You know which one I'm talking about?
Spotify.
Of course. Of course. And there is a reason behind it because a spot is similar to find. So it's a game of words.
Thrones.
No, not thrones. I knew that you were gonna say thrones, but it's not game of thrones. Game of words. The spot is similar to find, and ify is transforming into a verb. So Spotify would be something similar to the find how to find new music, a new way to find new music. Spotify. It's pretty clever,
Wow.
pretty interesting, pretty smart. But in real vocabulary, the word ify can go with, for example, the word clarity, which is a noun. Clarity is a noun.
Clarify.
Exactly. You can clarify things. You can clarify things after you, so you can explain it with clarity. Right? And finally, eyes. Eyes is for, let's give an example. The word plural is an adjective. Plural is an adjective. But if you want to transform something into plural, you say that you pluralize. And it becomes, just like magic, into another family. This is only a demonstration. Questions?
No, sir.
I think that's pretty much it. Right? Okay. So in this moment, we are going to build and expand our vocabulary by checking some words that are very good for intermediate speakers. And we are going to study each suffix, suffix independently. 1, 2, 3, 4 different suffixes. Let's analyze them. Okay, let's begin with 8. 8 is used to form verbs with the meaning cause to become like. Cause to become like, which means, for example, accent. If you want to cause to become like an accent, or cause to transform it into an accent, you accentuate. If the word benefit is if you want to cause the benefit, you beneficiate. If you want to become, to create circulation, then you circulate. And if you want to create decor, you decorate. Right? Here you have other examples. Let's check your pronunciation. Help me. Help me, Jesse, with the rest of the examples. Let's check your pronunciation.
Think of other one. Active, appreciate.
Again, number 1.
Active.
Incomplete. Look at the ending.
Active.
How do you pronounce it?
Activate.
Exactly. Activate.
Activate.
Yes, of course.
Appreciate.
That one is difficult. Let me help you with the dictionary. Do you remember this symbol?
Not really.
Okay, don't worry. Let me open the sound word.
Oh, I miss the soundboard.
Yes, that's your favorite, right?
Yes, I like it.
You love it.
Super
Yes.
useful.
Okay, well, I thought it was sarcasm.
No. Super useful.
I know you hated the other one.
I hate to be wrong, but I love the soundboard.
Okay. Probably that's the reason. Okay, check it out. How do you pronounce it, Jesse?
Appreciate.
Symbol?
I am not sure.
Okay. You are looking at the.
Okay. Yes, the word.
Yes. No. Don't look at the word. Look at the symbols.
Apri.
And then this. Remember the symbol. Pronunciation.
Sh.
Yes, this is she. She.
Appreciate.
Excellent.
Appreciate.
Appreciate.
You see, if you find the word she, it's the same symbol, you see?
Okay.
She.
So appreciate.
Okay.
Pronunciation.
Appreciate.
Appreciate, separate. Appreciate.
Appreciate.
Excellent. Let's go. So one more time.
Ap- activate, appreciate, regulate,
Regulate.
create, communicate, necessitate, formal, operate, participle, terminate, form.
It's not participle. We are looking at different words.
Participate, sorry.
Better.
Participate, terminate, immigrate, motivate,
etc.
Etc. Etc. That's it. That's right. You see? Easy. These words, the most important part is pronunciation. That's the difficult, the trick. You know? Now, thinking in Spanish, if you think about a verb, what is the most, let's think in Spanish, let's switch to Spanish, ¿ok? Cuando piensan en estas palabras en español, y de esta razón por la cual hablamos inglés es porque, en español, perdón, es porque la traducción de estas palabras los va a llevar a errores muy comunes. ¿Cómo se dice activar en español? Activate en español, lo acabo de decir. Activate en español.
Activar.
Activar. Terminación.
Ar.
Ar. Appreciate. En
Agradecer.
español.
Apreciar.
No, that's apreciar.
Okay.
Aparecer is different. Aparecer is appear. Show up. Appreciate is apreciar, right? Terminación.
Ar.
Ar. Como pueden ver, es la misma terminación en español. Por lo tanto, mucha gente cree que, pues todo lo que termina en ar, termina en ate. Y listo. Error. How do you say declarar in English?
Declare.
¿Declarando?
No, declarar en English.
Declare.
Declare, Luis. Very nice. Declare, no declarate. Which is a very common mistake. Many B2 students pronounce declarate. That's a classic mistake. Many
But
B2
not all
students.
students.
There's a song named Appreciate You by Magic.
Oh, really? Magic.
It's a good song.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that can help you memorize words,
Yes.
right? So actually that can be a reference. You should look for the words that you learn here in references outside. For example, to avoid mistakes. Curar no es curate, that's cure.
Cure.
Right? Declinar no es declinate, es decline. And escapar no es escapate, no? It's escape.
Escape.
Those are one of the exceptions.
There's a movie named Escape Room too.
Escape room, of course, Yes, of course. Or Finding Nemo. In Finding Nemo, Dory says escape. She's reading. She says escape, you know? Sounds
Escape.
similar to escape. That's the same logic. You see? So be careful with those words. Be careful with thinking in Spanish because it can affect your vocabulary. Questions with 8. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
All right.
Do you think there are a question? A usual question?
I think in this case, the only question would be this.
Okay.
Yeah, that was what I think, but sometimes it's useful to ask.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think there's more here. So we can pass to the next. All right. The next suffix is the word en. And this is a very interesting one because the word en, no, the suffix en is used to form verbs with the meaning cause to become like, similar to the previous one. If you cause to become short, you shorten. Do you understand what is shortened?
No, could you explain?
Try to figure it out. Cause to
For
become short.
Because
for example,
when you reduce
I
some,
Yes, Isaac is correct.
Mhm.
Just a second. Let's go with Luis.
no
sorry.
yes, when I need to say something, but it's a long history, I can shorten
It. Shorten
Mhm.
it.
shorten it.
Exactly. You can shorten it because it's too long.
Mhm.
Isaac said to reduce something in a specific. To reduce the
History, the
in your
gossip.
example,
The
but
size,
Yes,
the
the thing.
size,
the length, how
the
say it?
length. That's
Yes.
the second one, the length, because it's not about size. The descriptions for size is big and small.
Yeah.
The descriptions for length is long and short.
Length,
Yes, length. Length like this.
length. Okay.
This is the measurement. Measurement. So the descriptions for the length is short and long. If you want to make something short, you shorten it. And if you want to make something long, well, hashtag English, I'm sorry, I just teach it, lengthen it. And this is when we get to this section over here. We have the word heighten, lengthen, widen, weighten, and depthen.
How deep is your love?
How deep is your love? Exactly.
Okay.
You see? Which is hashtag English. Look at these descriptions. Let's read this. Help me, help me, Rafa. Read this section.
These are words derived from descriptions in different categories. Dimensions and shape.
Pronunciation. Let me help you.
Dimensions?
Oops. Oh, well, there are two. I was thinking in dimension.
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 Or
Ah,
not the, the dimension.
dimension.
Dimension, very good. One
Okay,
time.
dimension and shape. Lengthen. Okay, dimension and shape. Lengthen. Light and color. Brighten. Darken. Density and composition. Harden. Soften. Chicken.
Chicken. Mhm.
Okay. Other types of physical change. Sweeten, ripen, freezing.
Uh-uh. The last one.
Freezing? Ah,
How do you pronounce this?
fresh.
Mhm.
Fresh.
So when something becomes French,
Freshen.
you freshen it. Uh-huh.
Freshen. Okay. Freshen.
It's amazing how they look similar, but they are not, no?
Yeah,
They're
it's like Mr. Beard, the doctor, no, the Los Simpsons guy, the neighbor,
the neighbor. Flanders?
Flanders, Legden, Raiden, Dargen, Harden,
No, because he was
Lee.
Lee.
Exactly.
Exactly. Doodly, doodly, doodly.
Yeah,
Yes. That's right. And it sounds like a word that I am familiar with, but not. Like it sounds like strange words, but they are familiar at the same time. Like what's going on? That's because it's just a different use. For that reason, it's super important to make examples. So everybody, please give me an example with one of the words that you see. Raise your hand. Who wants to give an example? Using lengthen, darken, harden.
mm, me, me,
Action, Rafa.
yeah. I was running when clouds darkened the sky.
Oh, that's a good example. I was running when clouds darkened. Darken is a regular verb. Are you talking in present or in past?
Oh, yes, in past.
And you can, that's an additional thing. When you transform it to a verb, now conjugate present, past, or in future.
Past,
Regular,
darken.
darken is present.
Yeah, but is it irregular?
No, regular.
Darkened.
Perfect. Again, your example.
I was running when clouds darkened the sky.
Yes, sir. Very good. I was running when clouds darkened the sky. Great example. Next, Jimena.
Could have been used for mm, for as substantives like the meat
Nouns. Nouns in English.
or some vegetables.
Vegetables. Okay, for example.
Or for example, when I a book, uh, no, the more favorite book
Mhm.
could be softened, for example.
Soften. Okay. Can you repeat your example because there was connection problems? Repeat.
Again, sorry, I
Yes. Starbucks
mm,
connection.
okay. Uh, when I learn my favorite book,
Mhm.
my
Oh no. I think you're saying something softened, but I cannot hear your example. This is your connection.
sorry.
I know. Chat. Write it in the chat. Let me check your example. Okay? Now, meanwhile, Jimena checks on the chat her example. Go, Isaac.
Just I will need to heighten my new fridge because my door is small, and I'm not sure it will how to say it will pass through it.
You will need to heighten.
Yes,
Okay, wait. First, the pronunciation. How do you pronounce this?
heighten.
Aha. First, the word is height.
Yes,
And I
height.
don't know how to spell it. Height. Aha.
Height.
Yes. So when you're talking about height, you're talking about
Yeah.
something that is tall. So heighten
Okay.
is to make it taller.
Okay.
That's the opposite of what you're thinking.
Oh, yes. So then, let me think. I will make my door heighten. I will heighten my door.
Perfect.
Because I
That's
need.
much
I will
better.
heighten my door because I need to pass a fridge through it.
What a great example. If you're talking about modifications, construction, remodelation, decoration, we usually use the word heighten. And what's the other? The opposite of heighten? That's a good question.
Can you repeat the example?
Yeah, sure. I will heighten my door because I want to pass a fridge through it.
Okay.
Which means I need to break a little bit of the wall and heighten the door.
Cool.
The opposite of heighten is lower. To lower.
Lower? Lower? No, I didn't
To
know.
lower it.
Okay.
That's the contrary. That's interesting. Eh? Or lessen. Lessen is another.
Okay.
Lower as a verb. To reduce something or to become less in value or quality. Usually for volume, they say lower your voice in a hospital.
Yes.
That's another example. Lower the bar, etc. So that's an interesting one. Okay, who else? Who has another one? Rafa, check. Isaac, check. Jimena will write in on the chat. What about Michael, Luis, and Jesse?
I think I have a one. The
Action,
Christmas tree written in the December, on December,
The Christmas tree.
written on December,
Oh, pronunciation.
brightened.
Aha, because it's bright.
Okay, brightened on
Brightened
December.
On December, okay, which is similar to light, to make something have
Aha.
light. That's correct. Good. Very nice. We're missing. Yeah, no, Jesse's not here. Jimena's example are great. Number one is the oil is used to soften the meat. Yes, of course. And it's probably soften more like, this hammer that is used, bam, for the meat before you
Yes.
cook it. That's to soften the meat. Tas. And the other was very poetic. Tacos soften my heart. That's a great example. Yes, tacos do that very constantly. That's it. Excellent. How do you call guys? How would you call then this in English? If you go to the United States, you need to wash. How do you find this?
Softy?
Soften is a verb.
No, softy.
Softy?
Soften.
Soften is a verb.
Soften it.
Softener, right?
That's it, Isaac. Softener. Very good.
I think that Jimena said the same.
Close. I think she said softened with E.
Oh,
But
okay.
that you were close. You were close. You were close. If you look for softener, you're gonna get downy and snuggle. But if you look at suavizante, you get suavitel. That's interesting. Or enseño, you know. But whatever. This is not sponsored. So let's give a pause a little bit because Jessie is in the chat. Hello, Jessie. Are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Excellent,
Good
girl.
night. So I will say attendance, please. Mike.
Here, Jesse.
Hi, Mike. Thank you. Rafael.
Hello, Jesse, present.
Hi, Rafael. Thank you. Silvana.
Oh, he's not here.
Absent.
Alright.
Yes.
Isaac.
Present.
Hi, Isaac. Thank you. Alex.
Alex absent.
All right. Luis.
I assume present.
Hi, Luis. Thank you. Good night. Jessie.
Jessie se acaba de ir.
Oh,
No
all
sé
right.
qué le pasó.
Hi, Jimena.
Hi.
Hi, Jimena. Thank you. Welcome. So that's all. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice night.
Thank you, girl. Thank you very much.
See you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good. Soften. There you have it. Brighten, darken, harden. That's the thing. The next one. Ify. Right? This is used to form verbs with the meaning caused to become like. The same logic. The same logic. And we have words like modification transforms into modify. As you can see, these words modification, verification, notification, ratification, they are nouns. And they can transform into verbs. Also, some adjectives, for example, pure. To make the water pure, you are purifying the water. And if you want a secret code, or what, for example, what WhatsApp does is to codify the message from one side to another. This is called encryption. When you codify a message from one end to the other. Codify. Right? And you have other examples such as the rest over here. Let's read those. Pronunciation. Rafa, help me with reading this.
Yes. Identify.
Just a second. Just a
Specify.
second.
Identify.
Pronunciation.
Identify.
Yes, I.
Identify.
Identify.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I thought that I know it.
Yeah, that happens constantly in intermediate.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Identify. Specify. Modify. Certify. Justify. Qualify. Testify. And quantify.
There is a Kanye West song that says justify and testify in a constant rhythm.
You was inspired by.
Exactly. Inspired by Kanye West. Sometimes I think it's Kanye West and me versus the world. Sometimes I that's my problem, brother.
Yes, that happens.
That's the thing. So yes, right? Testify Kanye West. That's your homework. Okay, memorize it.
Okay.
Okay, examples. Who knows one?
Um, uh, scientists scientists identify um, identify
Identify.
Yes, precision.
identify uncommon species of fishes.
Perfect. Yes. Now a little observation for the sake of science. I don't know why, but only when you talk about fish and sheep, the plural is fish and sheep.
How? I don't understand.
You say one fish and two fish and three fish and four fish, especially when you're talking about the species.
Fishes? No,
Fishes, no, exactly.
fishes.
I know it's so strange. I know it's so strange, but hashtag English.
English.
Aha, exactly.
Oh no.
Fish, singular, and look at the plural. It's both. So when do we use it? Fish is the usual plural form. The older form, fishes, can be used to refer to different kinds of fish. So you say, I have one
Nemo.
beta. Can you say that again, Luis? I didn't hear you.
No. I'm sorry.
Do you have the name of a fish? I
Ne-
don't.
Nemo.
Nemo. Nemo is a clownfish, right? So you have a clownfish, a betta fish. Therefore, you have two fishes. You see, because you have two species.
Because they are different. No, I understand. Yeah, but
You get it?
so I should say fish in on my example.
In your particular example, you're referring to the animal in general. Then you need to say different kinds of fish.
So it the uncommon species of fish.
Exactly. Uncommon species of fish.
Species of fish. Teacher,
Yes.
every time I think I know a little bit of English.
I destroy it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I am in class and oh no, here we go again.
Well, that's fortunately you're learning, right? But and that was my next point. These specific examples find some missing information that you needed.
Yes.
So it's by coincidence we get to the point, and it's not only fish. It's fish, candy, and sheep.
Okay. Sheep.
The animal. Same thing.
An animal. Okay. Sheep. Okay, teacher.
Is only candy, fish, and sheep. These are the exceptions.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Fish and sheep.
Imagine I was teaching when I discovered that.
Yes.
So better late than never, and better sooner than never for you.
Yes. Thank you.
Good job. Good job. Okay, before we pass to the next, I want to know more examples of you guys, but it's too late. I need to check the final suffix before you go. The word eyes with Z or eyes with S, right? Help me with the pronunciations. Go, Luis.
Advertise. alkalize,
Mhm.
amortize,
It's with
no?
L. Alkalize.
Alkalize, amortize, alkalize, decolorize, humanize, hospitalize,
Okay, well, how do you pronounce this?
human.
Hue, exactly. That hue,
Are we human?
are we human? And when you
Are
become
we
human,
dancing? Humanize.
humanize. Continue.
Yes, thank you. Humanize, hospitalize,
Mhm.
jeopardize,
Jeopardize.
moisturize, penalize, paralyze, peroxidize, etc.
Etcetera.
I need to
Yes,
say it. Sorry.
yes, it was necessary. That's the thing. All the words in this section are composed word except jeopardize. Jeopardize, let me check the level. This is level, we don't have level. I would say that this is C1, advanced, is to risk harming or destroying. For example, when you say you have a mission, a secret mission to make a birthday surprise party for your roommate. Jesus, my roommate. This person will discover that I'm making a surprise party for my roommate. So what do I do? What do I do to avoid jeopardizing the surprise? Jeopardize is similar to ruin, to risk. Do you understand or no?
Yes.
Yes, you understand jeopardize?
With those examples,
With those
I think
examples?
yes. Yes, the examples
These ones.
of the dictionary, yes.
We will never do anything to jeopardize his career. Exactly. Yes. To ruin his career, to destroy his career. Right? Something important about this suffix is watch out for spelling. This is one of my biggest problems, especially for writing. And this is a personal tip I give you because I struggle so much with this. I have a lot of problems on spelling. The word, the ending with Z is usually British English. With S is usually American. No, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. This is S and this is Z. Look at the word in the dictionary. Jeopardize with a Z, no? And then in parentheses it says British English also jeopardize with an S. You see, this is a mistake that I always commit when I present the exam. So you watch out. Always, I have a massive problem with this suffix. I always collocate the Z. But when I am making a British exam, like the first certificate, I forget to use the S. If you're gonna do TOEFL, you're gonna do the Z. If you're gonna do Cambridge, you need to do the S. Take a note about that.
Thank you very much.
That helps a lot. TOEFL. This is Cambridge. My people, this is the nutshell for today. Verb suffixes in a nutshell. Easy. Right? Do you have any question?
No, teacher.
Perfect. Let's practice tomorrow. Have a good day. And tomorrow I need you to come here because we're going to do listening. So it's super important that you present yourself so you can practice your phonetical comprehension, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Teacher.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You good?
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
See you,
See you
teacher.
tomorrow.
See you.
See you.
Bye, guys.
See you guys. Thank you, teacher.
Bye, Luis. Nice to see you again. To hear you.
I know. Nice to see you too.
Bye, man.
See you.